snip it, maybe circumcise some babies or something with that. What's going on, guys? Carter here, Edge Mindset. Got an unboxing. This is cool. This is a cool one. Why is it cool, you ask? I can hear you asking that question from your keyboard or your phone or wherever you're watching this from. It's cool because I had one of these back in the day and I liked it a lot and I used the crap out of it, and one of the few knives that I really kind of did hard use testing on, and I wanted another one. And so I got it, and this is an updated version that I think they updated like a year ago or 2 years ago, something like that. Woo, look at all those peanuts. Look at all those peanuts. And it's a rare brand to see on this channel. It's a frickin' Benchmade, man. I never show Benchmades, or at least hardly ever do I show Benchmades. Look at these. Look at all these awesome peanuts. I never show Benchmades. You can already tell what it is because it says right there. This is the Adamas. I hear some people pronounce it Adamas. I don't know. I've always called it the Adamas. I could be wrong, but that's what I've always called it. And I'm really excited to see what these updates are like. I haven't held one of these in probably 9 years, 10 years, something like that. So I'm not going to really be able to do a comparison with the old version just from memory, but maybe. Here she, oh yes, the axis lock right there. Oh yes, very nice. So here we go. Ooh, yep, I can tell already. This thing is way lighter. Let's fire it. Ooh, it was on safety. I was going to do an immediate fire away. Let's see. How does this safety work? Oh, wow. You've got to like push it in and then down. You can't just pull it down or up. You got to push it in and then down. There it is. There's that hard firing Adamas action. Okay, I just barely got this. And I got to say that I am already very thoroughly impressed with the changes that they've made. It's funny how certain things will kind of singe into your brain. And I remember the weight and the blockiness of the original one so much that even though it's been like 8 or 9 years, whatever it is, since I've held one, I can tell how much better this feels. The old one was so wide and chunky. They've put in this chamfering here. They've lightened it up immensely. And I think they maybe radiused it a little bit more too. Maybe it's just because it's thinner. But it feels way better. I think they lessened up the blade stock too. I will say the only disappointing thing is I remember the old one was a powerhouse of an auto. It would, I mean, this one's strong. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. This thing powers out. But the cool thing about the old one, especially the auto, was the weight of the blade was so much. It was the heaviest bladed auto I had ever experienced, and well, still have ever experienced. And it was so cool to see such a big, thick, heavy user fly open with a coil spring. Now, this one's no slouch. Don't get me wrong. This thing is beefy. Let's compare it to this ProTech, just because I have it here. Blade is longer, as you can see right there. Let's do a thickness comparison. Quite a bit thicker, too. So this is a monster. Ooh, should we race? Should we race? Ooh, I don't know if I could do this with... How do I do this? I guess this... Well, I don't want them to hit each other. No, sounds like a bad idea. We're going to race. We're going to see if we can tell which one opens faster. 1, 2, 3. They look the same. I don't know what I thought I was going to show there. But I don't know. I had a cool vision in my head of maybe I could slow-mo it and we could like race to see which one's faster. It made no sense. It makes no sense. The other couple changes that I noticed off the bat and read up on is this fuller is now longer, which is really cool. This is a Shane Siebert design, and he's kind of known for those design embellishments and things. So that's really, really cool. And then they upgraded the steel from D2 to crew wear, which is some badass steel. I've used that before. Is this one crew wear? No, this one's 110B. My other purple Paramilitary 2 is crew wear upstairs. Really, really good stuff. The other thing that I really like about this particular version is the finish. And I know it's finish, it's looks or whatever, but that finish is so cool. It's like a graphite rock type pattern or something. I don't know. It's got some texture to it. I really like it. I thought it was cool and interesting compared to kind of the flatter, thinner paint that they use on the other one. So that is awesome. Tan handles. I think my old one had the same tan handles. Man, the weight though. It's crazy that I remember how heavy the original one was. That was somewhat part of its charm. And then also, this is a good way to chop the tip of your finger off. No, just kidding. I can't quite get it in there, but you could probably cut some paracord in there, you know, just put it in that hole, pull it taut, and then snip it, maybe circumcise some babies or something with that. I'm not quite sure. Man. This is cool. This is a treat. I'm glad to have this back. I'll be doing, I don't know if I'll do a full review, but I'm going to be carrying this today for sure. I'll be doing some shorts and things on this too, some short videos. Man, firing this thing. Oh, it's just so cool. Not as impressive as the old one, I've got to admit, but it still fires freaking hard. Does this have a shouldered? No, it's just flat on that stop pin. So that stop pin, safety, interesting. I'm going to have to look into how this works. Oh, it looks like it just moves a section up underneath this lock here. Interesting. I also like the axis lock with the auto. It's just different, right? So many times, press the buttons. Button is so common. It's great. Man, look at that blue. It's common. It's so great, whatever. But the crossbar lock with the auto is just kind of cool. I just like it. And I like how this has just that clean blade. Doesn't have those thumb studs on there. That's really cool. The spring on this thing is powerful. You can tell when you just reset it. It's got a lot of force in there. I haven't had a Benchmade auto in so long. This is going to be so much fun. I was thinking about doing a repeat of my hard use test that I did on my old Adamas, but I don't know. I'm just not really into that kind of stuff anymore. But let me know down below if you'd like to see anything like that, you know, like stabbing cans and cutting through 2x4s and prying things and doing all that kind of fun stuff. Man, this thing is pretty sharp. Let me know. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Take it easy. What do you think of the new updated Adamas? Let me know. Comments down below. See you guys.